We decided to work with renewables in Africa because they have a really good distribution network for particular countries and people that we want to hit with our marketing messages. And we don't have that network ourselves. We have a good network in India and some parts of South Asia, but not in most of sub-Saharan Africa. So that's why we went to renewables in Africa. Our experience working with renewables in Africa was really positive. They were able to put together a webinar and get some press coverage for us really quickly for something that we didn't have the capacity to do in-house. And we got around 50 people at a webinar to do with biogas, so it's a bit of a niche topic, and we were really pleased with that. They did a good job. The outcomes of working with renewables in Africa were that we had a webinar around the topic that we had chosen, and we had other guest speakers, and we had about 50 participants. It was a very engaged webinar. There were a couple of things that came out of it. We've strengthened relationships with the other speakers, and we just got the word out a bit about what we're doing. It was a fairly short project, and I could imagine doing more in the future along the same lines to get marketing messages out about the work that we're doing. I would recommend renewables in Africa to other companies who are working in the energy space that really have something interesting to tell to people and other companies in sub-Saharan Africa. It's pretty difficult to get messages out there if you're not there on the ground. And Tony and his team have a really good network. Thousands of people read their newsletters and other channels. So it's a good way of doing it. If you want somebody to organize an event or a webinar at short notice, then I really do recommend them.